Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am about to do a Who Am I Reading For reading, and that's where I dive in and I get a message for somebody here, and you tell me who I'm reading for in the comments below. And let me just tell you that I literally just did a full reading and I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I had this incredible message for somebody here and I never even hit record. Oh my God. What is that about? I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for saying hi in the comments and letting me know you're here. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for booking your private readings with me. I love doing your private readings and getting to know you and knowing who you are. And when I see you in the comments, now I know who you are. I just love that. And I thank you. You are the reason why I am here doing this. You've given me so much purpose and so much passion for what I do. And I just love you guys. If you want to book a private reading with me, that information is always in the description box below. But also you can visit my brand new official website, cindybringeroflight.com. That is the new home of Bringer of Light, and I am really excited about it. So, as I said, I recorded an entire reading without recording it. So I'm going to tell you what came through, and we're going to see. Somebody needed to hear this message. It's really, really good. So good. All right, so I saw in the shuffle, or actually some cards kind of fell out in the beginning of the reading. It was the Three of Cups and it was the Nine of Swords. And I feel like you're about to be celebrating something that you have been very worried about. You've been very worried of the worst happening in a situation. Like you're up all night, you're stressed, you're fearful, you're expecting the worst. And what I want to tell you, the cards that came out here are the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So first of all, what you're worried about is actually getting ready to work out actually way better than you thought. You know, the Three of Cups is an energy of celebration and good news. Like you are about to receive the good news that something actually worked out really a lot better than you thought. And you've been over here thinking of the worst. And what I want to tell you about these cards that came out are, this is self-fulfilling prophecy of the worst. This is lack energy, but it's also self-fulfilling prophecy. You might feel blocked, you might feel left out in the cold, you might feel like you're lacking something, but see, there's a chapter closing here. In this chapter, we had the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. It's your thinking. You may be learning how to stop thinking of the worst and start thinking of the best, because self-fulfilling prophecy has been probably a repeating pattern of the worst happening in your life. Whoever is brought to this reading, I feel like that self-fulfilling prophecy piece is literally the message here. And I was telling you in the recording that I didn't actually record, I was telling you that I come from a background of that. I come from a background of self-fulfilling prophecy and literally feeling blocked, literally feeling one challenge after the other, literally feeling, I used to have a famous line, Cindy's famous line of I used to tell people, because I come from a very difficult struggle city life. And every time my life would shatter, I would start picking up the pieces and feel like I was getting a glimpse of stability again, and then those pieces would shatter. And I know you can identify with me, because here you are. You're here, and this is for you. My self-fulfilling prophecy of speaking those words, every time I get back on my feet, or I see some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, my life shatters again and the pieces shatter. And so there's a million shattered and shattered and shattered pieces. And every time I turn around, it's like nothing goes my way, or something's taken away from me. And I'm always lacking. I'm always finding that I'm blocked. I'm always feeling left out in the cold. I literally lived that life. And the way that the universe works, you always hear me say it, Everything is energy, and energy is everything. The energy that we send out is the energy that the universe mirrors back to us. Yes and amen. Are you sending out the fear of the worst? Because the universe says yes and amen. And that is exactly what you're getting back, is the worst. And we want to close that chapter, right? We want to close that chapter. So you may be learning how to think. You may be going through some sort of a transformation in your thinking to come out of that energy of worry and that energy of anxiety and worry for the worst. It may just be like your mind goes on autopilot and doesn't shut up, and because we have the 9 and the 10 of swords. But the good thing about the 10 of swords is that this is a chapter that is closing for you. This chapter of lack, this chapter of the worst case scenario, the chapter of you expecting the worst and receiving the worst is coming to a conclusion. And I know that there are so many of you, because I read your comments. I read every single one of your comments. And you know what I know too, is that you are like me. That's why you're here. I am here to speak to you about my experience. I am here to tell you that if I can get to the other side, so can you. I am also here to tell you what I've learned along the way, and you're brought into my community and you see these readings for a reason. Because you're next. This is a cycle of closing for you too, just like it closed for me. But see, I was self-fulfilling prophecy. I was speaking the words that I did not want to receive. But that's the way the universe works. It mirrors back that energy. And so you may be learning how to switch your thinking into best case scenario thinking, because that's what the universe will say yes and amen. If I'm always expecting the best to work out, even though I have a past of difficulty and hurt and lack, I found the courage one day to change my thinking. And now I expect to be blessed. And now I expect to be lucky. And now I say it all the time that I am lucky. And the right eyes are always on me. And opportunities are always handed to me. I always say that life is easy for me. And guess what? I'm on the other side now. It finally caught up. My words finally caught up because my belief system finally integrated the new belief of everything is actually working out in my favor. And now that's a belief. Before I could say that, but I didn't truly believe it. And that was the energy I was continuing to send out, was the energy of shatter and more shatter and more shatter and the worst case scenario. And therefore the universe said yes and amen and mirrored that back to me. And so I was getting shatter after shatter and, one cycle of struggle after another. And I know that there's somebody here who is hearing this story and hearing this message and identifying with that you need to change your way of thinking. And the more that you tell the new story, the more it becomes ingrained in you as a new belief. And once your body, your energy, your beliefs get on board with everything is actually working out in my favor, then that's the energy you're sending out. And the energy that's mirrored back to you is yes and amen, and watch what I can do for you. We don't want the worst, because the worst is also yes and amen, and watch what I can do for you. And we've already experienced that, and we don't want any more. I feel like your intuition with my high priestess on the bottom of the deck is like you already know. Your mind is already telling you, don't think that way. And you're like, well, that's my habit. That's my habit. I do think that way. I am up all night. I'm so worried about everything, or I'm so worried about a certain person or a certain outcome. I'm so worried about that. It's what I do. But then your mind kicks in, or your intuition, truly, and your heart is saying, it's going to work out. I get this in my private readings all the time. I get people saying, because this comes up in my private readings all the time, because that's where I came from. and I'm on the other side, and you were brought to me to get to the other side. That's why I'm here, and that's why you're here with me. Anyway, my private readings, when this kind of thing comes up, I tell them exactly what I'm telling you, and always, without fail, always, every single time, I will get a message back. After I deliver the reading, I will get an email back that said, you know what, my mind keeps telling me, or my heart keeps telling me, my intuition keeps telling me, there's no need to worry, it's going to be okay. But then I just can't help it because it's my pattern, it's my habit. I keep overthinking and I keep stressing about everything. But then something inside tells me I don't have to worry. And I'm trying to get a hold of that. I get it. I understand. And so I feel like I'm talking to you. You know, your knowing knows that it's actually gonna be okay. So let's see, whatever this is, and this could be like a full-on mindset that is shifting, or this could be a specific outcome. It's a mindset. It's been controlling you with the devil here. The devil and the Two of Swords. Like, seriously? This has been controlling you and keeping you from seeing the good. She's blindfolded and she's blocked. This way of thinking has controlled you. The energies, look, this is a really yucky devil, but like, it's been controlling you. In the original tarot that I have sitting here, they have chains around their neck. It's literally been controlling you and keeping you from seeing what you want. We're overcoming this energy. We're overcoming this, and we're shifting out of this, and we're coming into a place of the Empress. The Empress is receiving abundance and new beginnings. This is unlimited new beginnings. This is unlimited abundance. This is you being free from all of that. And it takes the Hermit, it takes you going within and just really, you know, focusing on, I got to really laser focus on changing my beliefs to becoming this energy of magnetic abundance. She expects the best. She is abundance. She expects the best. She's very intuitive. She trusts her path. She trusts that she's always on the right path. She trusts that people, the right eyes are always on her. She trusts that there's always more than enough. She listens to that light on the inside that says there's always more than enough. The way will be made where I feel like I see no way. Even though I can't see the way that I'm going, even though I can't see this outcome, I believe in the best because that is my birthright. That is for you. That is for you. And you were brought here to hear this message because you're going to be on the other side too. And for some of you, you are already on the other side. Comment below and let me know who you are, because you're like me. We're on the other side, and we got to give hope and light to the others that think that there is no other side because they can't see past their own thinking. And it's time for you to see the abundance. It's time for you to see the best. And therefore, you have it in your hand because the answer is yes and amen. So let's get that mirrored back to us. And trust and believe that it is still unfolding. Because when we say, oh, I thought positive and it didn't work, Cindy, it's because you didn't fix the belief. You can't just say everything is easy for me, or, you know, the opportunities are always handed to me once or twice, or maybe even 100 times. You can't, unless you fix that belief. Because you can say whatever you want to say, but if underneath, unconsciously, you still expect the worst, that is exactly what you are going to see. We got to shift the belief, and that takes reprogramming. It takes you training yourself to believe that everything actually works out in your favor. That takes you training yourself to believe that the right eyes are always on you and opportunities are always handed to you. I literally say every single day, why is life so easy? My life is so easy. Why? And then the universe shows you, well, let me show you. And I get surprised by how life can be so easy and amazing. Just by asking the question, why is my life so easy every day? Because it programs my mind to think that life is easy. And the reticular activating system makes your eyes see easy. But when we have the belief that life is not easy, then the reticular activating system automatically sees, see, I'm losing again. See, I'm shattered again. See, everything is choking me out. See, I have nothing but toxic people around me. See, because that's the way it works. It's mirrored back from what you truly believe. So we got to change those beliefs. Start asking yourself, why is life so easy? Why am I so lucky? I dare ya.